So, and you really have to remember who you choose to marry is what you're going to be happy with to live with. It's very important. Now, who you choose to marry is what you have to be happy to live with. Okay, this might seem so obvious, but you really, you have to realize, and you would not believe how many people marry someone just because they like them without thinking about how would it be to actually live with that person? I think I might have touched a nerve actually, because I don't think many people actually do. I mean, we buy things, some things we buy that appeal to us, but for big purchases, we really think about first before we go make the purchase, especially if that's a big purchase, yeah? Like a car, we think about what we need the car for, what our lifestyle, consider that first, and then we go and find the car and see if it has all the features that will fit into it. I mean, do we need a big car or a small car? How capable are we driving a big car? Is all we need is a small car, be fuel efficient and so forth. And, houses, particularly houses, the biggest purchase anyone makes. So we really have to think about, are we happy to live in that area? Is it close to work? If that's important, how we're going to get to work and how many rooms we need and so forth and so forth. We're going to make a purchase. Not just if it has a nice look, if the house looks nice. However, for some reason, when it becomes the biggest decision ever of our lives, who we're going to share our life with, few people actually think any of that. It might take you a touch of nerve, but most people only think, okay, I enjoy being in that person's company and so forth. Enjoy their company. I want to be around with that person all the time. But few people actually think, well, what is it going to be like to actually live with them? What are their daily habits like that? Can I accept that? That would it fit in with me? And so forth. How does that person actually interact or interact, the life with that person would be like? First and foremost, to actually live with someone, you need to respect them. You need to be able to respect them. It seems like, it's just such an obvious question. Of course, you love your partner, you respect them, but not so much so. Like I say, love has to be supported. So you might love that person until you find out things about them that then you can't respect them, and then their love disappears. So you actually need to respect the person. So your partner has to be capable enough to earn your respect and also be able to keep your respect. So what does that mean then? Well, normally for a woman, how would she respect a man? Okay. He would need to be at least at her level in terms of capability. Then she would respect them. Because why? Because whether you like her or not, unconsciously, a woman likes to be protected, likes to feel protected and looked after. Forget about what feminists say. This is reality. I mean, why are there lots of rich old men still able to hook up with a model, a beautiful young model? Why? It's because he has the resources to be able to look after her and provide her with a good life. And so she can respect him, And it doesn't have to be just money. Like in saying he might have skills or be the person that's able to make the tough decisions, so they can get through life. And that way feels protected in that way. And so that's how she can respect him. And that's a big thing for a man. Like I was saying, if you really think about it, what is masculinity? What is being a man really? People might say, it's the chiseled body, a six-pack and so forth, and oozing masculinity. That's fine and so forth. But what is that for? For show? Or is it just for physical protection? I mean, that's what I guess women love love tall men. I mean, tall men is a big thing. Why? I guess it comes down to it because they're large and imposing. She feels the physical protection. She feels psychologically, she feels like she's being protected. He's able to protect her because he's big. Okay, so able to fend off attacks and so forth. And that's physical protection, where he could be a small guy, small old guy, even sick, but he's got a lot of money. He can protect her because he's got the resources. He can hire bodyguards and so forth, and that way she feels protected.